Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Experience podcast, inside the business, buzz, and brilliance of Black entrepreneurs. Here is your host, Dr. Frances Richards.
What happens in Vegas goes all over the world on Black Entrepreneur Experience, episode 143. Thank you for joining us as we elevate the Black Entrepreneur Experience by interviewing CEOs, thought leaders, innovative thinkers, and Black entrepreneurs across the globe. I'm your host, Dr. Frances Richards. Warwick is a town in the southwest part of Orange County, New York, United States. Population approximately 32,065 individuals. In this cozy town is or was Gloria's Total Beauty Salon and Spa that catered to people of color, and the owner is Gloria Washington-Mines. Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you so much, Dr. Frances, for having me.
You are so welcome. And someone's listening to this interview and they're saying, why did she say it is or it was? So once they possibly hear this interview, why don't you share with our audience why I made that statement?
Okay, the statement was made because I have operated and owned Gloria's Total Beauty Salon and Spa for 20 years. The first 5 years was in Sugarloaf, and then the remaining 15 years was here in Warwick. And so I have been in this industry for over 40 years. And so I just felt like I had really reached a point where I wanted to do something else. I taught cosmetology at Warwick Academy when they were in existence. And I worked at the big hair shows. I've done everything that I wanted to do in this industry. And I felt like 20 years was enough for me. I wanted to do something else. So I entered into the health and wellness industry.
Okay. And tell us about that aha moment that you knew it was time for you to transition away.
The aha moment was when I had surgery on my rotator cuff on my right shoulder. And then I had to have an operation on my foot. So the physicality involved in running a beauty salon is a lot, and anyone who's owned their own business know that, you spend most of your time in your business. And so I just felt that this was the time for me to transition while I was still in great physical health, because I'm, even though I had those two operations, I'm still doing very well. But I did not want to have another operation. So I was introduced to this health and wellness online shopping club company, and it's just been working so well for me. I feel amazing as a result of really getting involved in the products and doing my due diligence. And I'm very, very happy. It was confirmed, God confirmed, this is the time. So this is the time.
Gloria, tell us, what are you most grateful for now in your life?
Oh, wow. I am so grateful to God for allowing me to have an opportunity to live out my dream. I always wanted a beauty salon, and God, when I moved here, I knew one family. My husband and I decided we did not want to be in the city any longer, and we moved to Warwick, and I opened my salon in 2000 in Sugarloaf with $1,500 because we bought a new house and didn't have a lot of money to just, to spare. And so I opened my salon with $1,500. My husband paid the too much rent and security, and my brother loaned me $1,000. That's how I opened up my salon. And I know that God was in it. It was my time. So I'm so grateful for him, to God, for allowing me to live this dream, to meet so many amazing women, to learn so much, to become educated in this industry and business, and just live this wonderful life. I'm grateful for everything.
So you're in the process of transitioning away from the business. Share with us about that process.
Okay, that has been so far an easy process in terms of what it is I'm going to be doing. It's, my business was dedicated and concentrated on healthy hair. All of my clients had healthy hair. If you came in and your hair wasn't healthy, if you stuck with me, you were going to have healthy hair. So now the transition now is working on people having a healthy body, converting your home into a healthier home, because a lot of people are really living in their homes with a lot of toxins. The products that we clean our bathrooms with, clean our floors with, are so toxic that we can barely breathe as we're cleaning our bathrooms and our kitchens. And so this company has shown me so many positive ways to help families change their environments and get healthy, and to change all the products that you're using. You're transitioning, you're changing stores basically. So now I'm using deodorants that have no toxins in it. I'm, using toothpaste now that don't have some of the ingredients in it that some of these other toothpastes have can be a little toxic as well. It's just nice being able to leave an industry that I was dedicated to helping people have healthy hair and scalp, and now transitioning to an industry that now I can help you in your home and with your body and in what you eat as well.
So, Gloria, what problem exists in the world today that you would like to solve?
Wow. I would like to solve the gap between people of color and people of privilege, and meaning white people. Just bridging that gap, where you understand that we are all breathing because of God, that we all got the same blood running through our veins, and just to love each other and love one another as God asks us to do, and not be judged by the color of our skin, and to be more caring and loving and open to, just everyday issues that every last one of us face. The fears, the uncertainty, if we can identify with what we have more in common rather than what we don't have in common, I think it would bring us together as a people. And then working on being healthier, that's very, very important. Getting healthy, changing your environment, really looking at what you're eating, what you're intaking. I stopped eating meat 2 years ago, and that has been the best thing that has ever happened to me, because I feel healthy, I feel stronger, I don't feel sluggish after I'm finished eating a meal, and it helped me to shed some pounds as well. So it's really bringing people together through health and wellness, and just through loving and caring for each other more than what we have been doing.
So are you vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian? How do you?
Pescatarian. I just learned that word maybe 6 months ago. Somebody told me that I'm a pescatarian because I eat fish. I don't eat all the other seafood, but I eat fish.
Thank you for clarifying that for the audience.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What is some advice you wish you had followed?
Some advice I wish I had followed. Being more patient. And just following, I guess, advice of the elders of my, my generation that have come before me, where mistakes that I made, they didn't have to be made because I would have listened to advice, coming from my older generation, my older family members. And also, too, following the advice of getting people to come in my business and running my business, and me being out of the business more. I found that very, very hard to do, is not be a part of my business. So I wish I would have followed that advice and kind of allowed others to come in and run the business for me, and I would be in the business less. So I think those are two things that I, would think about. Yeah.
Gloria, how do you personally define success?
Following the will of God for me, I know everybody don't believe in God. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in. But I believe in God, and following His will always lead me to success no matter what. And as much as I come out of His will and sometimes get sidetracked and do my own thing, whenever I follow His will, and what I mean by that is that I moved from a place where I knew thousands of people. I thought that's where God was going to give me my salon at. And His will was for me to move here and for me to open up a salon here to support the families that were coming from New York City and different areas to change their life, to have a better life for their families in a different area. And had I not listened to God's will, I would have questioned the fact of, Lord, how can I open up a beauty salon with $1,500 and my husband paying the 2 months rent and security and my brother loaned me $1,000? That is so off the beaten path and the mark that society sets for you. They tell you have to get a loan. You have to go to the bank and get a loan. That's what most traditional businesses do, or they get a loan from someone else, a family member. And that's not what I did. God directed me to do just what I did, to open up my business, because it opened up the eyes and the path for other people to see what happened for me and to realize that God will give it to you without any money. So I set the example of faith and followed what He asked me to do. And I have about 3 people who opened up their own businesses because of the path I followed, because of the example that I gave and the encouragement that I set forth and just told them to just go for it, believe it, see it, believe it, and just go for it. And God will open up the door and provide it for you. So success for me has really been just launching and doing what, I'm being led and guided to do. And I have been successful as a result of that.
What is a daily or a weekly habit that you do consistently that has given you the greatest success?
Oh, man. I pray. I pray in the mornings and I meditate in the mornings, and I do attend church. That is really, really big for me because I love being in the presence of God and being directed by Him and being with my family and my husband, seeing my niece go to college for the first time this year, Dominican College she's attending now, and just being around wonderful people. God has blessed me to really, really be around wonderful people. So just connecting with people, changing lives through my story, and building a great reputation here in Warwick.
What is the biggest achievement so far in your business and life?
Again, it's doing what I love, seeing the transformation of clients who come into the salon and they don't know what to do with their hair, or they're having issues with their hair. That's been a big achievement for me. I posted pictures of before and after of my work. I remember someone contacted me for me to buy pictures from them, and I said, there's no way I'm going to buy pictures from you when my goal is to show my craft, my artistry, and to show what I'm blessed to do, what I'm anointed to do. I feel that I've been anointed to have healing hands, and I do have healing hands. Not feel that, I know that I do. So that's really been a big thing, is just seeing the transformation with families, because I do families. And let me just say that also, the other thing is coming here, opening up a business where I got a lot of different comments, why am I opening up a business for ethnic people? And actually my business is a multicultural business. I work with 3 different niches. I work with the Caucasian parent who has adopted a Black child, and I bring her in and I teach her how to work with her child's hair. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have the family who are the interracial family. One parent is an African American, one is a Caucasian parent. That child or if they come from that background, their texture of hair is so different that the Caucasian salons don't do ethnic and multicultural hair textures. And then, of course, you have the ethnic person, the African-American person who has all natural hair that, of course, the Caucasian salons do not do their hair. So to be able to bring all three of those dynamics together was really, really rewarding. And it was really, really significant because it gave people who really need my services an opportunity to feel good about themselves, because we all know hair means a lot to women. So to be able to embrace, all three niches was great, because I was the only African American salon in this entire area. Even still to this day, I'm still the only one in Warwick, and the neighboring towns surrounded, Monroe and Chester, and we're not too far from Jersey, so even parts of Jersey, Vernon, New Jersey, there are no ethnic salons. So that's a big thing, and that made me feel so good, and that was so rewarding, and that's what made me stay in business for 20 years, is because of the sense of community and how I was serving the community at large.
So talk about the transition to either sell or close the business. How is that going for you? And share the date that you are going to make that transition.
Okay, I am going to be leaving October, in the last day of October is my last day. However, presently I'm waiting on a phone call as we speak. There is a person who is very interested in buying a salon. So today she's going to give me her decision. She's not a licensed cosmetologist. She's just always someone who wanted to own her own beauty salon. So what my plan is to stay on, help her interview the people in the cosmetology industry, help her to train it, to get them prepared to further service my clients. So that is my dream. That is my wish. Today I'll know for sure. If not, then I'll be closing the salon down. And I trust that my clients will find someone. They have to drive a little distance, but they will find someone to continue servicing them. And then with that being said, I am going to be going into the health and wellness industry, like I said, Gloria's Healthy Home and Body. And I would say in about another 3 weeks, but matter of fact, it's probably more like the third week in October, I'm proud to announce that I'm going to be becoming a part of the Rude Rangers Unite TV network, where I'll be sharing important information about health and wellness with the people all over the world. And that's spelled RUDE, Ranger, RANGERS, United TV network. And you're going to find that on Roku. Okay, that's ROKO. And you can reach me again at RootRangerST.com. And if you want to reach me to find out any more information about what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing it, we are reaching out to people who are interested in coming into the industry and would like to have another stream of income. They can reach me at Gloria, GloriaHHB.com. And they can reach me at the phone number they can reach me at is 845-204-8897. So my transition is going to be swift. It's already beginning, and I'm so happy to be able to help people now, going from helping them with healthy hair to helping them in maintaining a healthy home and a healthy body.
What is the biggest challenge of being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, someone told me this is Gloria. The biggest challenge is going to be finding good help. And that challenge remains. That is the biggest thing. The beauty industry is changing. The old timers like myself are retiring, and we're really dependent on the newcomers to come in, step up, and really, really represent this industry like we represent this industry, and even better, do it even better, because that's what it's about. Just being serious, being committed, keeping your word, being professional, expecting to come in and build and not come in and make $1,000 in a day, So that's been the biggest challenge. The mindset of the younger generation, I love the younger generation. They're doing great things, but this industry is really, really feeling the effects of uncommitted people. We need committed people, and that's been the biggest challenge, is finding committed cosmetologists that are entering into this industry. So that's been a real big challenge.
Gloria, can you give us 3 truths that you've learned in life or business so far?
Be honest, be committed, and be courageous. Because it's so easy to lose courage. And in 2008, when the market went bad, literally, I should have been out of business. Literally, I should have been out of business. If I look back, I don't even know how I'm still in business, only but for the grace of God that I'm still in business. So I hung in there when times got tough. I just got tough in the times, and I hunkered down and just hung in there. And so you got to take courage. That's one of the biggest things, and have faith. That's another thing, is just have faith and be committed. Don't have one foot in and one foot out. Like, stand anchored in your truth.
We can learn from successful entrepreneurs like yourself and brands. Tell us a brand or a business that's dominating and that you admire, and why.
Oprah Winfrey. I really, really admire Oprah Winfrey. How she came from nothing and got her own, worked on radio first and then TV, where we didn't even know her back then when she was, working in that capacity. And then got her own show, and just how she just moved her way through what she wanted and how she wanted to do things. It's just been amazing. And I really have a lot of respect for her. She has done things in a big way, in a way that help ethnic women show up, and do what they want to do, claim what it is that they want to claim, and move forth in their truth. And she's a global figure. Everyone loves her. And of course, you're always going to have people who have something negative to say about you, no matter what, how much you've done and what you've done. But overall, I think that she's been someone that I admire from afar and up close, and I followed her and I learned a lot from her. And she continues to grow and to inspire women, all around the globe, not just women, but people in general. And I just think she is someone that has helped thousands of people as well. That's why she's so successful. Because when you give it will be given unto you, and you can't be in business and not be a giver, not be a doer. I did a lot of different events for my salon. I did a Valentine's Day dinner dance every year for almost 9 years, as a matter of fact. I did a Mediterranean cruise where we had about 30 of my clients who participated in it. I did a women's empowerment seminar. I've had health fairs. It's just, I've done a lot of different things from my podium, from, my salon. And I took her example, to just get involved, to help when you can, to donate. And I'm a tither. So I know if I had not tithed, if I had not been a tither, that my business would not have survived after 2008. It would have went under. But because I've been faithful, God was faithful where I was concerned. So, that's who has really, really been a big person that I looked at in my life, along with other people. She just passed away, Oprah's friend who she loves so much.
Maya Angelou?
Maya Angelou. Oh, she was another one. So a lot of Black women in general, have been somebody that have been people that I just admire, and I'm just so proud to be a Black American woman. I'm so proud because I'm so proud of my people, what we have done, how we've overcame. We are the only people who have overcame and opened the door for every other minority. So I'm just proud of my people. Anytime I see anybody that's doing anything, that's lifting up people and setting a cause, I'm for them.
Gloria, who are your top 2 influencers in life, and what lessons do they teach you?
Oh, my mom is one. My mom raised 5 kids by herself, and she's just been a woman of God, a woman who taught us to be honest, to do the right thing, and to live our best life. So my mom has been someone who I admire and has taught me many lessons in life. And I'm trying to think, I said Oprah Winfrey already. And just, I have cousins who have really paved the way for me to be all I can be as an entrepreneur, supported me. Even before I had my salon, they saw that I had the entrepreneur bug, if you will. I used to sell lemonade when I was 9 years old. It wasn't even lemonade, as a matter of fact, because we couldn't afford the lemons. It was actually Kool-Aid I used to sell on my block. So, my encouragers were my older cousins who, just encouraged me to follow my dream and my heart, So I would say the women in my family have been the most encouraging to me as I was growing up.
Gloria, what have you not done in life that you dream about often?
Travel the world. Although I have traveled many places, that's my goal, is to travel of the world and to help some of those countries, African countries, other countries that have less than we have, to do mission work, to also go into the schools here in this area, because in this area, they really do not teach the students ethnic and multicultural textures on the level in which they should be teaching it. And so I have volunteered overseas. I've been their consultant for many years. I haven't been there in a few years, but I used to go there and I would do demonstrations for the students. I even taught the teachers. We had 3 sessions where I went in and taught them ethnic and multicultural textures. Different things like hair weaving, twisting, locking, how to press and curl, just even though a lot of people aren't doing that any longer, but just to give them the knowledge and information on it. So that's still my goal. That's still my dream, is to go in and really, really teach the teachers so that way they can give the students that particular education on that texture of hair. So when they come out, they can really, really be prepared to serve the community at large, because in 2040, this is going to be more of a brown country than anything else. And if you're a cosmetologist and you're working in the industry, you want to know how to do all textures of hair, not just one texture of hair. So I really would like to further educate these schools in this region how to really work with ethnic and multicultural hair textures.
Gloria, talk to a younger you. What advice would you give to a younger Gloria?
Okay. The advice I would give is to start out by standing on what you believe in and working hard. Do everything you say you're going to do, and stay focused. Stay focused on your goals, on your dreams, and don't let anything come in between that. And if when you make mistakes, because we're going to make mistakes, don't beat yourself up. Find a way to soothe those areas of discontentment and disappointment, don't stay stuck in it. Don't stay stuck in depression. Find a way to come out of that and to find your higher self, and to focus on your higher self and, get a spiritual perspective on life, where you're being guided by spiritual things rather than being guided by friends and other outside sources. And focusing on your gift, finding out what is your gift, asking God to actually show you what is your gift, because your gift will make room for you. And your gift is going to motivate you and direct you and put you in circles and places and have you to have influence. So, and then be a leader in your own right.
What can you do daily to be better?
Wow. What can I do to be better? I can be more understanding, more patient, more caring, less critical, and more committed to helping and guiding and leading and just having a softer side of approaching whatever it is I need to approach or whoever I need to approach, not being so guarded, and on my guard, just being open to being loving and caring about people. I can always do a better job at that. And I think that we all can, but I definitely want to focus more on that and not having a business that I have to open the doors to every day. It's just, I feel so great about that because I'm going to be able to do things that I wanted to do, but time wouldn't permit, or, I was too exhausted. So just being able to look at life differently and open my heart and my mind to a whole nother area is going to be so rewarding, because already I'm signed up. Today I'm going, as a matter of fact, to a Toastmasters class, to focus on doing presentations better, and being that I'm going to be on a Roku network, I want to learn how to do more of the editing and how to shoot my commercials better. So it's just going to be great to be able to do a lot of things that I haven't done yet, that I'm really looking forward to and I'm really excited about doing.
Gloria, talk about your legacy. When it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
Wow, as a pioneer. Definitely as a pioneer, because I know that I became a pioneer in this area. I was the first African American in Warwick to open a beauty salon. And that's a huge thing. I remember when I first came here, I was news. They have salons on every corner in New York City. And here it was a big deal. Like 5 newspapers covered me. Ethnic salon opens, African American salon opens. So I pioneered something that took courage, because people were like, wow, you sure you want to do this? So I want to be remembered for being someone who had courage, being someone who followed her dreams, being someone who was unafraid, was unapologetic to doing what I was led to do, being someone who cared about young people. I love young people. I get along well with them. And being an influencer. I want to be remembered for being an influencer, someone who spoke truth, someone who made mistakes but corrected those mistakes, and someone who loved people. That's how I want to be remembered.
What do you do when you hit a bump in the road? How do you adjust and reset?
Okay. Sometimes it just takes sitting down and looking at what did I do wrong, first of all, so that way I don't hit that bump again. Praying about it, getting input from my mom. I do call her and get her advice, and then readjusting, changing up, shifting. just looking at what can I do better? What caused me to hit the bump? What didn't I do, that I could have done differently? And then you got to move forward. And sometimes if that bump is just like to stop you from making a mistake, then it's like, wow, thank you, God, and then now you go and you do that other thing that needs to happen to make you move forward in the direction that you were going to in the first place. So bumps in the road could be a good thing in that it stops you from going where you don't need to go. So it's an evaluation period when you hit a bump in the road to see if you should go around that bump and continue, or, that bump was to say, you know what, nope, don't go down this road. You need to now veer off and go this way because this is where, what you need to do is in this direction.
Gloria, what is the one impact you want this interview to give to our audience?
The one impact that I want this to have on your audience is for people to follow their dream, no matter how old you are, no matter where you are in life, no matter how much money you have. Just follow your dream. Do what's in your heart. There's so many people working on jobs and they hate where they are. They're not happy, but they're afraid to step out and do that thing that could change someone's life, that not only can change someone else's life, but it's going to change your life. It's going to change your family's life. So I would say, make sure you follow your dream. Make sure you do that one thing that you've been dying to do, that you've been dying to make an impact with, that you have been wanting to contribute to, that you've been wanting to donate to and make a difference in somebody's life. That's what it's about, making a difference in people's lives. So that's what I would like to leave with the audience, that you can make a difference and forget about the naysayers. Don't listen to what people have to say, because so many people told me I was crazy for opening up a salon in such an area where it was perceived not to have enough of ethnic people in this area or multicultural people in this area. And at the time, 20 years ago, it was fewer than it is now. It's grown so much. So it's important that people do what is in their heart, because that is where your success is going to come in at, when you do what's in your heart, because there's not going to be anything that can stop you. Once you do what's in your heart, you're going to be unstoppable. So that's what I want to leave with people, that I followed my dream. I love what I've done for 20 years, and I'm going to continue to love what I'm going to be doing, how I'm being led right now. And so it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful life.
And just one of the things I wanted to say, Gloria, thank you for being unapologetically you. And that's one of the things that I endeavor for my interviews to be, is to let my guests be unapologetically who they are, authentically who they are. Let your voice resonate for who you are. I remember I was on an interview one time on a podcast, and I said something. The person asked me, what book was I reading? What was my favorite book? And I said to them, the Bible. And they actually edited that out of the interview. And I had decided when I did my podcast, besides someone just being blatantly disrespectful, and I'm seeing a lot of interviews today, a lot of people use a lot of profanity. That's just not what I'm about. That if that's what a person does, that's them. I just personally, I have a hard time listening to interviews with a lot of profanity, and it's fashionable now. Everything is, the titles and everything is about profanity or whatever, and that's what they're about. I'm just saying, I allow my guests, because we do have to state if our interviews are clean or not clean. And I personally want to have clean interviews. That's just who I am. So I just wanted to say, you did not need to apologize for whatever your beliefs are. We are kindred spirit. And so I appreciate you being unapologetically who you are.
Thank you so much for saying that, because I wouldn't be who I am without God.
Right.
And I'm kind of getting choked up because there's been so much in my life that had it not been for him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So there's no way I can ever be who I am and deny who God is.
Right.
Because his spirit lives in me, and I am that I am because of him. And I walk in his authority because of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I deny him, then he will deny me before men.
Right.
And I refuse to be denied by God, because he gives me everything. He has everything that I need and want is in his hands and nobody else.
Gloria, if you conducted this interview, what is the one question that you would have asked yourself? And I'd like you to ask the question and answer it.
What's next? Even though I answered that a little bit, what's next for me is to do some of the things that I dreamt of other than becoming a beauty salon owner when I was a beauty salon owner. Because when I was a beauty salon owner, there was other things I really wanted to do. And so I endeavor now to do those other things that I really wanted to do. Going to the Toastmasters class today, I've always wanted to do that, but time just didn't permit. Started and then wouldn't be able to complete it because if I got a client coming in, I would skip that class and take care of the client. So now I'm able to do those things, go and be a better presenter, go and be a better educator in terms of the health and wellness industry, get more involved with the community, network, because I love to network, go out to different events and network, get to know people and them know me. So that's really, really what my goals are, to do the things that I really want to do, read more, and just be adventurous and travel more. So I'm just looking forward to the things that I kind of had on the back burner, and pull those things off the shelf and just start to do them one by one. And it's literally happening for me. God is opening up the doors where that is literally, I'm just segueing into everything that is going to happen and lead me into other areas and avenues. And I'm still keeping in my heart and mind to continue to reach out to the beauty schools where I can continue to educate them, because I think that that's huge for this area. I'm still the only ethnic salon in the area. I think it's huge that these students learn how to do all textures of hair. So that would be my take on it.
Before we conclude the interview, Gloria, why don't you share with our audience what is the best way for them to connect with you and to support your new venture?
Okay, great. Thank you for that. I can be reached at Gloria's Home, Healthy Home and Body. My email that you can reach me at is Gloria Salon, SALON, at optonline.net, or I can be reached by phone at 845-204-8897. Again, that's 845-204-8897. To go directly to the website, you can go to Gloria, HHB like in boy.com. That's Gloria, H as in Harry, H as in Harry, B as in boy.com.
Thank you, Gloria. That is a wrap.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Francis, for allowing me to be on your podcast. I really appreciate it. And may God continue to bless you to do exactly what you're doing, to lift people up and to have the world to hear their voice.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay, have a blessed day now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening and subscribing to Black Entrepreneur Experience. We would love for you to leave a review and rating on iTunes and share with your friends. For show notes and more episodes, go to www.beepodcast.com. Join us next Wednesday, and remember, green is the new black. So keep your bank accounts and your business in the black.